Hello sports fans, this is the Golfstat mobile application team comprised of Scott Patterson, Kelly Chilton, and Matt Grotman. What we've developed is a mobile application that is the perfect hybrid of golf and technology, improving both the capabilities of your iPhone or Droid-enabled device and the game of golf. What we've developed is a mobile application that consolidates and brings together the world of golf. This application will have a large community aspect to it, allowing golfers, coaches, fans, and media alike to all interact around the world of golf. Each professional, amateur, college, high school, and junior golfer will have access to the application in his or her own player profile. The profile will have information such as the player's schedule, resume, results, statistics, and rankings. This profile would be of interest to coaches, sponsors, agents, fans, and even other players. With links to Facebook and Twitter, the app will have a live feed that updates how a golfer is doing in a tournament. Here's a brief overview of our data flow diagram. This is our context level DFD. As you can see, coaches, locations, and golfers all have the ability to enter information. All of this information needs to be approved by the NCAA in this process before it is sent to our application. Here's the blown up level 0 version of the same data flow diagram. Let's start down here in location. Each location or course has its own information. This information only needs to be entered once, and that's stored under the location or course information data store. Each location records a round or rounds associated with it. The rounds are statistics for each golfer. The NCAA needs to approve these statistics. Once they approve the statistics, the information can be sent to the Golfstat mobile application. I'm going to talk about coach because golfer and coach are very similar entities. They both have the ability to enter information, and a coach, as you can see, can enter both player and coach information. This goes into the coach/player information data store. This information is also approved by the NCAA in this process right here before it is sent to our Golfstat mobile application. Here's our entity relationship diagram as it would appear in Access. Let's start here up in the course area. Each course can have many rounds associated with it. Every round that is played can have many stats entries associated with it. Similarly, each golfer can have many stats entries, and each golfer can play many rounds. Golfer is the associative entity between rounds and stats entry. Each fan can follow one golfer and at a time, and each golfer can have many fans at any time. And each coach can have many golfers, but each golfer can only have one coach. This is to ensure cardinality between our entities. Here's a quick cost-benefit analysis. Given the current interaction with the Golfstat website, we think that about 10,000 users would be interested in purchasing the Golfstat mobile app. And we estimated that the price could range from about 99 cents to $1.99, because this seems to be the going rate for specialty applications such as this one. And we definitely think that that is a very fair price. Using advertisements from the golf industry throughout our application and assistance from the website, which will also be generating revenue, we think that the application could generate benefits of upwards of $40,000 a year. Our baseline cost would be around $35,000 with an annual $19,500 recurring cost. Our break-even point would be between years 2 and 3, as you can see down here. Let's take a look at our wireframe mockup. Here's the home page to our wireframe mockup, and this gives you access to every other main section of the application. And you can get to it from down here. This bottom bar stays here all the time. These reflect what is shown in the bottom bar. This takes you back to the home page. So let's click on Live for starters. From the Live panel of our application, you can browse tournaments, search by golfer name, and look at a map. And by live, we mean this is constantly updating. So while a tournament's going on, this will have live information, real-time information, and real-time statistics about what's going on in the tournament you're looking at. So let's click on the map. This map here didn't work for a second. This map here shows, hypothetically, a plot of all the golf tournaments going on at this current time. So if we were to click on one golf tournament, let's say one here in San Luis Obispo, we could see the SCVB Pacific Invitational. And this brings us to the team leaderboard page, or the tournament homepage. This is all the information for the tournament. This is a list of teams in the tournament and their current standing. Let's click on the Cal Poly page, because I'm a little biased. This is the Cal Poly homepage within the tournament. So this shows the players that are playing in that tournament. Click on the first one here, and this goes to the player page for that tournament. Keep in mind this is the live feed for the tournament, so this is reflective of how the player is currently playing. This player's finished his round, and you can see he shot 2 under par, and you can select different rounds up here, round 1, round 2, round 3, and all these buttons are completely functional, or especially would be functional in a real application. You can go back to Cal Poly and select a different player if you so desire, or you can go back to the leaderboard and look at a different team. Let's go back to the live homepage. That's how you get there from a map. If you want to search by golfer name, you click on Search by golfer name, type in a golfer name, and search. This brings you a list of tournaments. If you want to click on that same SCVB Pacific Invitational, you can get there, and then you can get to Cal Poly from there. Back at the live scoring page, you can search by tournaments. Similar concept, you end up at the tournament page. Go back to search, type in something else if you made a mistake, search again. Here you can browse tournaments, and this gives you a list of tournaments that are currently going on. You can click on one and show the current tournament page for that tournament. So that is the live scoring section of our application. Let's look at the statistics section. Statistics right now, we only have the capability to search by golfer name. At some point we would like to browse by different statistics such as lowest scoring average, highest finishes on average, things like this, things that are specific to golf. But right now we just offer the ability to search by golfer name. So if you search Scott Patterson here, you can search and it brings up the player statistics for Scott Patterson. It's a little bit small and poorly formatted right now, but obviously in a real application that would be corrected and it would be much easier to see. But basically this is a detailed statistics page for Scott Patterson, everything he's played so far, including the rounds that were just added live. So this would be automatically updated, and we would show everything about the player here. So you can go back to stats here, you can go down to a different panel if you wish. So let's go back to stats and search by golfer name, click stats down here. This brings us back to the search panel. That is the statistics portion of our application. You can also go back to home and you can get to that from there. So if you go back to home, you get to live from there. You can get to login. Obviously, if you want to log in at the beginning, when you first sign into the application, there are added features such as the profile and social media features that require a login. You click login and it brings up a input field to add a username and password. Input those in and then you click login, and that brings up a pop-up that says login successful. The profile page shows different options for auto refreshing, editing your profile, changing your picture, and obviously you can log out. Then down here we should give an option to connect through Facebook, Twitter, or email, and obviously these links work, and hopefully that doesn't bring up my own page. So here is the Golfstat mobile application. Hope you enjoyed.